Hello, welcome back to another video. Now, for those of you that watched my last video, you'll know I've got a massive hole in the roof. Well, that hole is still there, so I've had no choice but to rent a shipping container to store all my stuff. So once again, I find myself moving all of my crap because I want to move everything out of this area here. So the idea is I'm actually going to rebuild the workbench that I had in the barn. I'm going to place that workbench along this wall here, put all my tools up here, and the reason I want to do that is so that when people walk past here, they can't see what I've got. All you'll be able to see is a big workbench here that I'm going to use as a chopping table with a track saw so that I can finish off building out the Vario. I'm a little bit out of breath because I've just taken one of the shelves out here after loading up my van, and what I want to do is put this metal filing cabinet. It's like a strong box, so I can put all my power tools in this and put a padlock on it, so that if anyone does happen to break in here, they can have a right hard time getting to my actual power tools. I'm not going to make it easy for them, so all my power tools will be put in there under lock and key. And because I want to clear all of this area, that's why I want to put it down here in this corner. Once I've moved this strong box and put it in the corner there, I will then take you down to my shipping container and show you where all my other stuff is stored. Once all this work has been done, then I can carry on building out the Vario. Right, I'm a little bit out of breath, but I've still got to move this stuff out of the way so I can get to that box. I need to go to the loo. Luckily the storage container's not too far from here and they've got toilets, and trust me, if I could get to my toilet I would actually use that, but as you can see, getting to my toilet is out of the question, so I really do need to get to the storage container before I shit myself. So this is my shipping container. I think it's 8 foot by 8 foot. Plenty of room for my crap. Best thing is, it is absolutely bone dry. Right. sometimes you have to ask yourself, why do you keep all this stuff? Most of this stuff is from the past, from my past previous lives, but yeah, how does it serve me now? I've got to try and learn to live in the moment. This stuff don't need. So I think once I've sorted out my lockup stroke workshop, most of this stuff's going to end up in a skip. When I was a young lad, I used to say to people, if it don't fit in a rucksack or in a backpack, I don't need it. That was my attitude years ago. And now, now look at me. Got more crap than anyone needs. And that is that. These shipping containers are brand spanking new as well. I was really surprised. I was expecting some rusty old things, but no. Brand new, watertight, perfect for storing just crap in. I'll tell you something else. Nice thing about this place, down in the corner there's a toilet and there's electricity. There's even a hose ready to fill up my water tank. So if anyone was to ask me, is it really worth renting a shipping container? I'd most definitely say, hell yeah. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? Just imagine that. How brilliant is that? I can actually come here, fill up my water tank, and in the winter, I can plug in and charge up my Bluetti. Brilliant! That's it. She is full. Fantastic. This place really is like a little shipping container village. One thing I do like to do is sit here and wait for the gate to shut, just to make sure no one ducks in there, because this is quite a thoroughfare along here. A lot of dog walkers, a lot of people walk past. So whilst I put my key fob back on my key ring, I just sit here, watch the gate shut, make sure no one ducks in. Mind you, if they did, they wouldn't be able to get out because you need the fob to open the gate to get out again. That'd be pretty stupid, wouldn't it? I wonder if anyone's ever done that. Right, let's go, Daddy-o. spare bumper for my Vario. Is it worth keeping? I don't know. Oh, I really don't know what I'm doing. Can I get it up there? I don't think I'm going to be able to reach it. I think I was being a bit over enthusiastic with this, to say the least. Yeah, we'll put something else lighter up on that, I'm sure. Yeah. I'll leave them up there anyway, but the bumper, it's going to stay there. Maybe this will go up there. That's the front valance that goes underneath the front grille. My one's a little bit ropey. It's got a few cuts in it as well. It's got a splinter. So we'll leave that one up there. The bumper can stay there. Right. Oh, I've just made a big mistake. Now, anyone out there who's got a Black & Decker workbench like this, I'm going to share this with you because I don't want anyone to do this themselves. So I had this chair, I can't pick it up. I had the Sprinter single seat on here and I wanted to move it from there to here. Oh, fuck, this hurts. So I've picked this up like this to move it, and what's happened is this has collapsed like that. My hand was in here. Let me just move this down, you can't see. So my hand, as I've picked it up, this has gone like that and trapped my hand right in, it's got blood on it. How I didn't cut my finger off completely, I don't know. So my finger was like, it's just like a pair of scissors. It's like, oh, look at that. Yeah, I feel faint. I think I'm going to have to go up the hospital. So this is all the shelving that I want to get rid of, and the reason I want to get rid of this shelving is so that I can put my nice big workbench along here, and also I can get to the roof and fix the roof better. So let's see if this will come apart. By the way, finger's alright. I've had a Budweiser and it's kind of working okay now. Not that I'm suggesting if you hurt yourself you should have a Budweiser. Let's just say it helped. Fall over. Oh, see how easy this comes apart. It ain't gonna work. Where's my little hammer? this out of the way. That. Right, well, I've got rid of that shelf. This one's partly dismantled, although I can't get the screws undone, so I need to get my impact wrench so I can disassemble this. I'm not going to cut this up because I actually want to reuse these timbers later on, so that's why I want to take it apart nicely, as it were. Rather than use my big club hammer, I need my impact wrench with my screwdriver attachment. That'll get those screws undone, I'm 100% sure of that. Right. So now I'm going to empty my van, take all that crap, take it to the skip, get rid of it, have some lunch, and then come back here and take care of that. So this is my regular impact screwdriver. This, however, is my impact wrench with a screwdriver attachment on it. Hopefully this will undo those screws. How much room I've got now. It is huge. It really has opened up the place. That was close. The size of that spider. Holy shit. Big old spiders in here. I'm not a fan. Off you go. Don't really want to put these timbers in my van if they're covered in spiders. It's moments like this that I'm glad I can actually open those doors underneath my bed and put long stuff through. It's exactly why I chose to do that and not put a fridge in that gap. Just have these doors open so that I can actually put long timbers in the back of the van. Yeah, worked out well. I'm going to miss this when it comes to using the Vario. because even though my van is quite small, because of the way I designed the interior, I can still get quite a lot in it, surprisingly amount. Just banging it to make sure there's no bugs on this. I don't want to put any bugs in your van. By the way, this wood isn't going to go to waste. Bob the builder has got a use for it, so we're actually going to recycle this timber and it's going to go to good use. This thing will work very fine. Just find out. Right, now we can see where that is damaged. So there we are, there's the first hole. So the water is running through from the hole in the roof and then running down here. Unfortunately, because this bit of felt is also torn, it's then dripping down onto that OSB board and causing that to rot. So I'm thinking this piece of felt, see, because it goes the other side of the wall, if I can patch this up, then the water will run down here, carry on running onto this piece of felt, which is nice hard stuff. We will have no more water leak. That's the plan anyway. Let's see if it works. That's it, it's done. Pretty much. Just want to poke it down a bit more so there's plenty of overlap. And that's it. That's the end of our water leak. So what I've got to do now is try and get that piece of wood back up there. Yeah, right. Well, as luck would have it, it's just starting to rain outside. Never thought I'd ever say that. Raining was lucky. But so what I'm going to do is actually leave this. I'm not going to put the piece of wood back up to the ceiling. I'm going to wait until after the rainstorm and then have a look and see if it has leaked or not. Afterwards, if I put that piece of wood up, I'll never know, even if there's a little trickle of water coming down from this. Oh yeah, those clouds look pretty black. Well, as you can see, we've had more than a little bit of rain. It absolutely chucked it down. And I'm pleased to say the roof has stayed perfectly dry. So hurrah, I've managed to fix the hole in the roof. Now all I've got to do is get this bit of wood back up there. Luckily, I've got the lovely Rebecca here to help me put this bit of wood back on the ceiling. But first, I'm going to actually glue this bit up to stop it moving. Staying on the deadly black in there. This really hurts my hand now because I've squashed my hand on the black and deck. Right, so that's that done. Now, where do I put my driver? I did it in my hand. Where did I put it? So here's the plan, right? There's screws there, they're all on there.
Okay.
So I'm going to lift it up, hook it in those screws, right? Then all you've got to do is hold it there, right? Then I'm going to get the ladder and then wedge it.
Okay.
Just like I did earlier.
Yeah, which is what I've got.
So what we need to do is put the ladder the other side of this. Let's see, slide that out. So, a bit more out that way. We put the ladder like that.
Yeah.
Right. And then, we can do it together.
And we can
slide
put the
it
board
up,
at the ladder.
hook it into
hook
those.
it in, and then I'll grab the broom.
Yeah, you can grab the broom, good idea.
Yeah?
You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done it loads of times.
Make it flip it that way. Is there room? Oh yeah, there you go. So that is,
Plenty of room.
once it's up there, it'll dry out. Right, go towards you.
I've got to get it over that lip of the ladder.
Bit up, that is up, that's it. That is up.
It's that bloody screw on the wall that is catching. There we go.
There we go, we got it. Right, I'll tell you what now. Let it go up. Oh no, it's come off. Difficult to be full.
Yeah, because I've got to hold the weight to be able to jiggle the weight. Got it.
We got it.
Right, let me put it in there. Right, okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I've got
Can
it.
you hold it?
Yeah. But not for long. That's it. And I'm just going to reposition and go up here.
Right, you hold it there. You should do well. Well done.
I'm used to doing this.
I'll use this, just hang on.
6 screws in. Without this broom.
That's a good idea. Well done. That's it. Give Becky a thumbs up. There's no way I would have done that well.
No.
Thank you. Yeah, just leave that like that. I can finish off the rest another day.
We're going to board the rest of the ceiling out, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And by the time I put the light there
And we're going to paint it.
and paint it, you won't see that great big hole,
Yeah.
so I'm not worried about that. And it's better, I'd rather do that than throw that piece of wood away.
Yeah.
There's no need to throw it away.
No. It'll dry out. And it will make it look a bit nicer in here as well. It will look nice and smart.
High five.
You man?
I've just try and stand it up. Come back. Oh, yeah, I've got to put the lid on yet. So I've left it deliberately on the wheels because when it rains really hard I do get water running through the bottom of the door. There's a little puddle that forms in that corner. So by leaving this up on the wheels it keeps it up off the water. It's going to fit in there perfectly. Right, so I've got to put the actual bench on top of it. I'm going to put my gloves on because I've got enough splinters today. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I'll put the light up as well. Not that you can see it, but here we go, look, I'll show you what I mean. There you go. The light is now above the bench. Right. So my workshop is looking rather snazzy. Well, my lockup is slowly becoming a workshop. Love it when a plan comes together. So they say. Is that right? Actually, this is the bottom one. The one that was at the bottom. So I had 2 layers on top. The top one is a bit grotty. So I'm going to put that like that, I think. And the top one that way up. way we've got a nice, fresh looking work surface. Gonna work? Yeah. That'll work. Well, it hasn't quite gone back together the way it was because there's a gap. I suppose that's because that one was underneath. Alright. Okay. I think that. This one will go on the top. This one will go on the bottom because it's a little bit short. There's a bit of a gap, so we'll put the top one, the original top one, the dirt on it, is going to go back on the top but up the other way. So, yeah, that fits nice, so it doesn't move. Right, where's my screws? Screw it down. Just want a little gap between there and the wall, so it's not right up against the wall, just in case, because this did get wet when the roof leaked. This got all wet, so yeah, just a little gap so this isn't actually touching the wall. A lot of this stuff is absolute rubbish and I do need to sort through it and decide what to keep and what to throw away. The old faithful. Really do need to lighten the load. Right, I'm going to sort through this lot. I won't bore you with all that. Here's something some of you may find a little bit amusing, mildly entertaining. So I've got this huge bit of trunk in here and I'm thinking to myself, wonder what's behind there. I'm busting to know what is behind this piece of trunking. So I took the side panel off, one piece of pipe, literally one piece of 3/4 inch pipe. So I was going to remove this complete piece of trunking, remove it completely, get it out of the way. After all, I could put a cupboard or something there. Then I thought to myself, hang about, why not make this huge box into a cupboard? Makes perfect sense, right? After all, look what's inside. Literally, that one piece of pipe. That is it. So now, I've got this nice big cupboard. Oh, come on the drill. I've got the perfect place. Perfect. I'll just put my gloves on. I'm trying to keep my hands clean. A perfect place for keeping all my long stuff. Stuff like awning rail that I don't really need, but I don't want to throw it away either. That can go in there. Aluminium angle that I do need. I want to use this eventually for my roof rack, or part of my roof rack. Oh, it doesn't fit. Oh well, just have to go like that. There we go. What easy goes in there. Angles, stuff. You get the gist of it. I can put all my crap in here. There's some more aluminium stuff. I think I need to put it in a bit neater than that. Something else I've got kicking around, and that's this piece of exhaust pipe that I brought when I had trouble with my DPF. A lot of people said to me, why don't you delete the DPF? I was actually considering doing it, but I didn't. I'm going to keep this anyway, just in case. There's that as well, that can go in there. These pieces of angle, they can all go in there. tell you what, all this work, all this excitement has brought on a sudden desire to eat food. I'm absolutely starving. So I'm going to quickly pop to the shops and grab some lunch. Well, I left the lockup about 3 hours ago. Long story short, whilst I was in the shop, I bumped into one of you guys, a subscriber, and it turns out he's a retired farmer. He sold off most of his farm, but he's still got a couple of barns. One of them he uses himself, but he's got a smaller spare barn. And he said to me, Mel, I'm one of your subscribers. How would you like to bring your Vario down to my farm and store it and work on it in one of my spare barns? Can't believe it. So I've been to have a look, and yeah, it's absolutely perfect. So I guess all the work I've done over the last couple of weeks has been, I wouldn't say a waste of time, because I had to fix the roof, I guess, in my lockup. But basically, I've got somewhere else to work on the Vario, and it'll be undercover, unlike outside my workshop, where it won't be undercover. And I'm just a little bit excited at the moment. So I think what I'm going to do is end this video here. Next time you see me, it will be at the new barn. Just can't believe it. Right, I'll see you soon. Ta-ra for now.